Hi, this is Mark Harrison in my home studio here in Los Angeles. I hope you're all staying safe out there. I'm recording this in the summer of 2020. Some of you know that I play in a Steely Dan tribute band called Dr. Wu. And quite often I'll get questions from my online students about the various Steely Dan tunes that we play. So tonight I thought I would chat a little bit about Josie, which has a very iconic intro section that we can check out. Okay, so I'm just going to play along with a basic rhythm track to start with. Here we go. Okay, let's dive in and look at that intro section a little more closely. The beginning part consists of some very open intervals. For example, we start out with E up to D, and that's a minor seventh interval, and actually implies an E minor 7 chord at that point, even though it's not specifically defined. And then after that we have a series of parallel perfect fifth intervals, moving in perhaps unpredictable ways. So we go to F sharp up to C sharp, implying a root fifth of F sharp, and then E flat up to B flat, or D sharp up to A sharp, before returning to E up to B perfect fifth. Now the second half of that section starts similarly, but then develops a bit differently. We again go from E up to D, and again F sharp to C sharp, and again E flat to B flat. The second time we go down to B up to F sharp, perfect fifth, and then up to D to A, another perfect fifth. So quite an unusual sequence, I think. So putting that all together adds up to this. Let's have a listen. That's quite unusual. You may know from the original recording that the guitar plays that on the record. However, in our live show, I actually like to double that with our guitar player, just to give a bit of a thicker texture, which I think works well. And then the next section after that consists of a series of fourth intervals and half steps. Again, somewhat unusual. We go from E up to A, that's the perfect fourth interval, and then a series of descending half steps, A to A flat or G sharp, down to G, and then a further half step down to F sharp, before ascending a perfect fourth to B. Okay. And there's a couple of chords implied over that section. We have E in the bass at the beginning, E in the bass, and then we momentarily imply an E sus resolving to E as a result of the A moving to G sharp. Then we have a G in the bass for the rest of that section, and the G to the F sharp to the B, which follows, all actually implies a G major 7. So putting those two little pieces together, we have E sus to E, and then G major 7. Okay. And then there's a series of voicings that follow that, with the roots moving in ascending half steps. So we start out with a C trad placed over F. It's a second inversion C trad, built from the fifth of F major. In our various books and classes we talk about upper triads built from various parts of different chords. So in our pop piano book and other books, we talk about building a major triad from the fifth of a major chord. That's a very favourite Donald Fagen sound. This technically gives us an F major 9 with a third omitted. Alright, then we're moving up by half step in the bass to F sharp, and on that we have an F sharp 7 with the sharp ninth. Voice with a third and seventh and sharp ninth respectively. Those notes being A sharp, E natural, and A natural or G double sharp. In our jazz books, including the Intro to Jazz Piano book, we refer to that type of voicing as a 7-3 extended, because you've got the seventh and third of the chord, as well as an additional note or extension, in this case the sharp ninth. Okay. Following that. The root again goes up by half step to G, and we again build a major triad from its fifth, resulting in a D over G, also known as a G major 9 but with a third omitted. And then finally, another half step in the bass to A flat, and we have this very interesting A flat major chord sound, with the 7th and the 3rd and the 6th or 13th all present. Those are the notes G, C and F respectively, and the G is doubled for good measure there. Again, in our books we talk about double fourth shapes, and this is a classic what we call double fourth over root voicing. Double fourth meaning 2 consecutive perfect fourth intervals. G to C is a perfect fourth, and C to F is another perfect fourth. Put those together, you get what we call a double fourth, and here that is built from the 7th of an A flat major chord, as G is the 7th of A flat major. And then we arpeggiate those upper tones, C, F and G, and throughout a couple of different octaves there. So putting that little section together, we have F major 9 no third, F sharp 7 sharp 9, G major 9 no third, and A flat major 13 technically with the 7th, 3rd and 13th. So playing that in tempo. And then after the iconic drum fill, we settle into this E minor 7 groove. That's again using what we call an upper structure triad relationship. That's a G major triad built from the 3rd of an E minor chord. That's one of the most common ways we have to voice minor 7th chords in contemporary pop styles. Again, that's all laid out in quite a lot of detail in our pop piano book, Keyboard Method. So I hope you enjoyed that little taste of the wonderful song Josie. We sure have a fun time playing that on live shows. And don't forget all of the educational resources we have on our website at harrisonmusic.com. All of our books and downloads and lessons, you can find out about those. Also, if you're in the mood for Steely Dan music, check out our band's website at drwooband.com. We have a lot of fun recreating the iconic music of Steely Dan. Thanks again and stay safe out there, and thanks for watching.